Sungrown's executive order olive oil. One drizzle and the whole table listens. He ain't just running the pizzaverse, he's feeding it. Straight from the president's private stash comes Sungrown's executive order olive oil. Cold-pressed, first cut, and slicker than a backroom deal in City Hall. Features: presidential grade, pressed from olives grown under 24/7 protection contracts. Flavor with power, makes any dish taste like a vote in your favor. Cabinet approved, every capo in the room swears by it, or else. Frank Pecoraro, I dipped bread in it and suddenly I was running a casino in Vegas. Admiral Impeach, too smooth. I used it to grease submarine gears and salad greens. Worked perfect both ways. Lopez, confiscated a bottle once. Had to return it. Couldn't stop cooking with it. Special offer. Order now, and Sungrown throws in a presidential breadstick pen. Sign laws, then dip them in the sauce. Sungrown's executive order olive oil. Taste the power, respect the office.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Bambi's Twisted Tales, The Devil in the Pines. A Pizzaverse studio production horror story. In the Barrens, the trees remember every scream. The thing about silence. You ever notice how the woods don't make noise before something bad happens? City folks think it's quiet, peaceful. But any of us who grew up between asphalt and pine know better. Silence means something's watching. There's a stretch of Jersey forest where the locals don't go no more. The Pine Barrens, where the ground eats sound and spits up bones. Old gangsters used to dump bodies there. Prohibition runners disappeared. Hunters went in, came out wrong. They say the land remembers every crime committed on it, every lie, every debt, every drop of blood that hit the dirt. And today, the family's driving straight into it. The convoy of black sedans rolled down a road that shouldn't exist. The GPS had cut out 20 miles back, the air too still, too thick. The headlights sliced through fog like blades. Bambi Palermo drove the lead car, one hand on the wheel, the other on her cigarette. "You feel that," she muttered. Frank Pecoraro grunted from the passenger seat, lighter flicking. "Yeah, feels like bad business. Smells worse." In the back sat David Lopez, suit pressed, eyes cold, ex-Fed, current fixer. Admiral Impeach, medals glinting even in the dark, whispered naval prayers like the forest was enemy territory. Aaron was bouncing his knee, muttering numbers like he was trying to calculate survival odds. Sun-grown Trichome sat chill in the back, puffing slow on a joint that smelled like sacrilege. Angie, snapping gum, keeping her Glock under her purse like lipstick. Deb Roberts, leaning on logic, hiding fear under calm. Willie humming Sinatra out of tune, laughing at ghosts like they were jokes. P9, big grin, shades at night, trouble and charm rolled in one. And dead last in the back car, Tony the Bum Pizza, drunk, sweaty, and talking like he was the main character in a movie nobody paid to see. "Hey," Tony shouted, banging the seat, "you all owe me royalties. I made the brand. The Pizzaverse is me." Frank turned. "Bambi, pull over so I can shoot him now and save us the trip." "Not yet," she said, eyes on the road. "I want the woods to hear him first." The cabin. The cabin stood in a clearing that didn't look natural. The trees bent inward like they were guarding it. The moonlight made the roof glint silver, like a blade half buried. They parked in a crooked line, doors creaking open. Impeach stood straight, sniffing the air. "You smell that? Pine sap and rot, the scent of history." "Yeah," Lopez muttered. "History with a body count." Inside, the place looked abandoned but warm. Fireplace glowing low, though no one had lit it. Sun-grown tea exhaled smoke toward the ceiling. "Ain't no draft in here, bro. That fire's breathing." Angie crossed her arms. "And you're high." Deb opened her notebook. "We're not here to argue. We're here to find out who sent the message." On the table lay a single envelope. Wax seal. The letter inside read, "You can't erase the family's debt. The forest still remembers." Aaron dropped his coffee. "Nope, nope. We're leaving. I'm not dying for nostalgia." Frank smirked. "You already signed the waiver, kid." And from the corner, Tony Pizza laughed that wheezy, slimy laugh. "Y'all really buy into this ghost crap? Please, I'll piss on this haunted shack myself." The lights flickered, the air dropped 10 degrees, and the fire whispered. The whispers in the walls. The first scream came from outside. P9 kicked open the door. "Willie!" No answer, just echo. Then footsteps from everywhere. Aaron spun in circles. "There's no wind? How's their footsteps?" Impeach drew his pistol like he was storming Normandy. "Positions!" But the voice wasn't outside anymore. It was in the cabin, deep, layered, dragging across the walls like nails on bark. "Anthony, Kawana, pizza!" Bambi froze. "Oh, fuck." Tony tried to laugh, but couldn't. "Who's playing? Which one of you idiots brought a soundboard?" No one moved. The fire flared white, and a shadow stepped out, long, human-shaped, but wrong. Too tall, too thin. It grinned without a mouth. "You talk loud, Tony," it said, voice wet like mud. "I've been listening a long time." Tony backed up. "I didn't mean nothing, man. It's a character, content, views." The ghost tilted its head. "Then this is engagement." The lights burst. When the world came back, Tony wasn't standing anymore. He was stuck to the wall, crucified by shadows, his mouth open, eyes rolling white. The thing peeled him apart without touching him. The scream didn't even sound human. Willie fired his gun. Bullets passed through air, hit wood, ricocheted. Deb screamed. Angie dragged her back. "Out, out!" Bambi yelled. Frank grabbed Tony's arm to pull him down, and the flesh came off like burnt paper. Frank dropped it, disgusted. "He's fucking melting!" The voice filled the cabin again. One debt collected. The fireplace exploded. They ran. Outside, the night looked alive. Trees swayed without wind, bark pulsing like veins. Lopez barked orders. "Pair up! Nobody separates!" Impeach snarled. "I'll handle this. I've commanded worse." "Yeah," Frank said. "You ever command a fucking curse?" The forest groaned, creaking, laughing, singing low. Aaron's voice shook. 9 went in. 8 remain. Numbers don't lie. Sun-grown tea took another puff, eyes glassy but calm. "These woods, man, they feed on ego." Tony fed it. "We next if we don't humble up." Bambi spun on him. "You stoned or psychic?" He smirked. "Both, boss." The ground trembled. The trees shifted, formed faces, men in old suits, fedoras, their eyes hollow. Willie whispered, "Old ghosts." Bambi cocked her gun. "Then let's give 'em new reasons to stay dead." Frank lit his flask, turned it into a Molotov. "Time for a little Jersey barbecue." Lopez shouted, "Move!" He hurled it. The bottle shattered. Flames erupted. Orange, red, white, crawling up the trees like snakes. The forest screamed. Actual screamed. Impeach stood before the blaze, saluting. "For the Pizzaverse!" Angie groaned. "You're fucking dramatic." The spirits howled, burning away, till only ash and Tony's charred sneakers were left behind. The sun rose slow over smoke and ruin. The survivors, Bambi, Frank, Lopez, Impeach, Aaron, Sun-Grown Tea, Angie, Deb, Willie, and P9 stood in silence, breathing the burnt air. Aaron kicked a pile of ash. "You think he's really gone?" Frank shrugged. "For once, I fucking hope so." Sun-Grown Tea stared at the trees. "Energy don't die, bro. It just changes vibe." Deb crossed herself. "Then God help whoever walks through here next." Bambi lit one last cigarette, smoke curling through sunrise. She smirked. "God don't walk Jersey, sweetheart. He drives through with the windows up." So that's how it ended. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe the Pine Barrens just got another story to chew on. Tony, the bum pizza, finally got what was coming to him. A front row seat in Hell's podcast studio. No microphone, no audience, just static and screams. And the family. They walked out of that forest alive, but you could see it in their eyes. Something came back with them. That's the price of surviving the Pizzaverse, kid. You don't escape it. You just become part of the folklore. The forest still whispers names. Sometimes, if the wind's right, you hear it saying, "Pizzaverse don't die, baby. We trend forever." And that's the truth. Ugly, poetic, and soaked in gasoline. So if you got chills from this little campfire confession, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to Bambi Palermo and the Pizzaverse family, 'cause this ain't a bedtime story. This is documented chaos. We got more twisted tales coming, darker, bloodier, smarter. From haunted boardwalks to cursed casinos, from Pine Barrens to Staten Island seances. The ghosts got union cards now, and they all work for us. So stay tuned, pour a drink, and light a candle for Tony, 'cause wherever he is, he's probably complaining about the Wi-Fi in hell. This Halloween, the Pizzaverse don't die, baby. We trend forever.
Yeah. To your cell phone or laptop, Pizzaverse, take no shortcut. Follow along, Bambi Palermo, streams alive, no time to stop. News is flying, can't let it drop. Pizzaverse, where stories collide. Around the globe, we ride the tide. All the buzz from your screen and mine. Truths unfold in digital time. Bambi Palermo leads the way. Breaking news every single day. No shortcuts, see the sparks ignite. Across these streets, light up the night. Pizzaverse strong, it's international. Serving news with a slice that's rational. Yeah. Voices rise like a viral fire, spreading fast, climbing ever higher. From laptops, those the whispers flow through the channels where the stories grow. and the crew take the stage. Frontline tales on a glowing page. No escape from the truth's embrace. In the pizza verse you find your place. No shortcuts, see the sparks ignite across these